And we're rolling.
Hi, everybody. Honest Bullshit channel, here for your pleasure. I'm here with Dylan Sky. Hi, Dylan.
Hey, Lee. Good morning.
How was your weekend?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah. Mine too.
Awesome. Yeah. Can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah, I'll report here in a minute. We got good shit to talk about today because it's Movie Monday and we got some movie shit to talk about.
That's right. Yeah.
What are you crying about, big kitty? The big kitty's ready for the podcast too. He's over there meowing, going, wait a minute. You guys can't start without me.
That's right. Yeah. He's
Here
the
he
podcast
comes.
cat.
Come on, big kitty. Come on. Anyway, yeah. Do you want to talk about your shit first, or should I talk about the?
Let's hear about your event.
I was just going to say, let's hear about your shit. I'll talk about my stuff after.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
People say lightning doesn't strike in the same same place twice, but actually, it has in Dylan's case. Lightning struck in the same place twice, which, when you think about it, is highly unusual and very hard to do. So I'm going to let Dylan talk about a film he was one of the producers on for.
Yes, for the 48-hour film competition.
This is not the first film you've produced with these guys either.
That's right, correct. I've done many films with these guys. They were a team that I worked with in Shanghai. They were expats and good friends of mine. And we did a lot of short film competitions together and won some awards. And now we're happy to say that we've had a short been selected to be screened at Cannes in the short film corner of Cannes. But it's pretty cool, pretty exciting. We're happy to hear about that.
That's amazing because your film last year was selected.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's so hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Last year they had Filmapalooza, which is the global competition, and they had the screenings all in downtown Los Angeles. So my friend from Shanghai flew in, and we went there to the screening, and that's where it was selected to go to the Cannes. And then the year after that, they did it in Lisbon, Portugal. So they didn't have Filmapalooza in.
I'm in on you.
Right.
Perhaps you could put the camera on you.
Yeah, I'm pushing the wrong button.
Okay,
here.
You're talking. It's just me on the screen.
Sorry,
that's
adjusting
all right.
to this iPad.
My
thing.
apology to you.
Yeah.
Hello, Big Kitty. Big Kitty's in the mood today. Look at him.
Yeah,
man.
he's walking all over. That's great.
So keep going about your film. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Sure, yeah, no worries. I appreciate it. We're figuring it out here.
I just wanted to make sure your face was on the screen while you were telling your story.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
So this is the second year in a row you guys have won this international competition?
Yeah, correct. So basically there's about 4,000 applicants internationally, and they choose like 100 or 130 out of the 4,000. So we were fortunate to get picked for that. So it's for a short that is called Detaching. It's a sci-fi film that involves virtual reality and artificial intelligence, but shot it all in one weekend. You have to write the script Friday night, shoot the whole thing Saturday, and then edit the whole thing Sunday.
We watched it today here.
Yeah.
And it's shocking that they were able to do that in 48 hours.
Yeah.
When you think about it. Like if somebody was doing a film like that, they would take weeks to do that.
Right.
And these guys did it in 48 hours. That's just shocking. It's really good.
Yeah.
Everybody, you should go look at it.
Thanks. Yeah, we'll put a link in the description. It's on Vimeo. Yeah, for sure.
They did a good job last year, too. You can see why they won because it's just a cut above. I mean, you guys are real filmmakers. You can really feel it. Yeah. Anyway.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm glad
cool.
you enjoyed it. Yeah.
Wow.
Right
and
on.
you guys are working on a feature?
Yes, correct. So I also produced, I was the executive producer on these shorts, but there's another short also where we wanted to shoot a horror film about a beast in the woods, some kind of dog-like werewolf creature. It's like a killer. So we shot the short for that. They're still finishing up the editing. I think there's a rough cut done, but they got to do the sound design and some more sound editing, because this one is not a 48-hour film. We can take our time with this one because we want to develop it to a feature. And Yeah.
Didn't you say the Chinese government has approved your script?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's really big.
That's huge.
Yep, absolutely. When you make a feature in China, you want to get that approved. You have to get it approved by Chinese government, and then not only does the script have to be approved, but then the final film after it's shot also has to be approved one final time. But getting a script approved is great. That's like the green light, And
that really is a green light for your project.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a big deal. How long did it take to get it approved?
I guess over the course of the couple months, within the last year or so, I've been really focusing on it. Been distracted by some of the other short film competition stuff. But that's the main thing right now is getting that set up, and we really would like to get like Keanu Reeves or Nicolas Cage in the lead role. And I think Nicolas Cage would be a great pick. As a matter of fact, we've gotten in touch with his agent, and basically, I learned something interesting. It's a pay-to-play system. So if you want Cage to read your script, seriously sit down and read it, you got to pay like 10% of what he would be paid for on that project. And then if he likes it and if he wants to do it, then the project moves forward from there. If he doesn't like it, then you get your money back. So that was something new that I learned that was pretty interesting about that whole process.
So all he has to say is that he likes it, and then he gets to keep your money as long as he keeps saying he likes it.
Right. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, that's amazing.
That'd be cool.
That's funny that people do that. I never heard of that. That you would. That's interesting. Is he the only person that does that?
Good question. I'm not entirely sure, but I imagine that
is that some agent scam to keep all the deadbeats away from from bothering them?
It's possible. Yeah, I would imagine most celebrities of that nature would have a similar process. The amount of money, I'm sure, differs from person to person, but yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
You have to be careful, I would think.
Very excited about that, yeah.
That's really exciting. The fact that the Chinese government green-lighted your script, that's that means it's a real project now.
Oh, yeah, it's fun. It's got Chinese leads, the female leads are Chinese. As a matter of fact, for the shorts, we have an actress named Crystal Rao, and she's been a star in a lot of our recent short films that we shot. And as a matter of fact, the one that went to Cannes last year, she was in. But she played
that was good too.
I saw that. Shen Chu. She played a young Mulan in the recent Disney live-action Mulan movie. So we're proud to have her part of the team and get a chance to work with her.
I was shocked when I saw the one last year. I thought, "Fuck, that's really good. How did they do that in 48 hours?"
Yeah, it's nuts.
Not only was it shot excellent,
thanks.
But it was really how do you say it? It was sensitive.
Right.
Like that's what I've noticed about these guys.
Yeah.
They're directing. They're very sensitive.
That's right.
You feel the emotion in all their stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that typically Chinese, or is that these guys in particular?
These guys are, expats. So Judd, the director, is a white fella from Boston / California.
I didn't mean Chinese. I meant Chinese. Like, is that the emotion side of things, is that big in the Chinese films, or are they just like our films, or what?
It's a great question. Yeah, there's a lot of emotion. I watched some Chinese films while I was over there, but with these guys, it's just especially with them that they like to really show that we're good filmmakers. We understand the art. Obviously we want to make some money and make lucrative things out of this, but we do take it very seriously, and we have the capability to make a good film, and we've been building a momentum with the Cannes stuff.
I think that really shows. When you saw the one last year, I went, whoa! I remember when we looked at it, I went, fuck, these guys are the real deal. And then to win it 2 years in a row, I mean, that's fucking amazing.
Right.
Yeah, I really think that's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think they mission accomplished. When you see their shorts, you think these guys are real filmmakers. You don't look at it and think, oh, college student film or something, It really felt like a real deal.
Yeah, that's right.
I can see why it won. I can see why it won Best Cinematography.
Cool. Excellent.
Yeah, it all makes sense when you see it.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the bullshit stops when you see it on the screen. Those guys delivered the goods. You guys delivered the goods, I should say.
Yeah, no, they're a great team. I've always known they were really good filmmakers, so it's great to have teamed up with them, for sure.
Is there a lot of filmmakers in China?
Is
there an independent film community over there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's where I met a lot of my friends. I met a whole bunch of people there. I ended up making friends that eventually led to me acting in a feature film called Shanghai Story, and I might have mentioned it at some point in one of the past episodes. But yeah, that was with another team that I got to know, some other foreign expats, Slovakian director, and Serbian American actor, other American actors, some Chinese actors as well. But that was a fun one. It got on Amazon Prime, so that's pretty fun.
That's cool. It's on there now?
Yep, it's on there now. Shanghai Story.
Shanghai Story, everybody. Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's
Amazon Prime.
little indie film that encapsulates
so cool.
that time period.
That's so cool.
Expat drama in Shanghai. Yeah.
Wow. You were busy when you were in China. Not only were you doing architecture, but you were.
It was insane. Yeah.
You were fucking busy.
It was the kick in the ass that I needed. From 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. roughly was like theme park architecture and water parks and stuff, and then 6 p.m. to midnight was all film shooting and editing. A lot of editing nights. Just drinking and editing.
Is that where you got the bug for the filmmaking? Over there?
I think that's what really fueled the fire tremendously, because I had started experimenting with film in college. I was directing my own little silent film, the kind of a suspenseful thriller. I'll have to show that to you one day. It's
cool.
my oldest film. Yeah, I'll show it to you once. But yeah, so that's when I really liked the idea of editing. I like directing. I also liked editing and putting the film together. So that sort of snowballed into more and more projects. Once I got to Shanghai, I met the expat community there and all those filmmakers out there doing all kinds of crazy stuff, running around. And it was a blast.
You plan on going back to Shanghai this summer?
Yes, correct. I need to go back there just to tie up a few loose ends and see some old friends again and get my stuff. I had some stuff I left there, so I want to get that out of there.
Yeah.
Make sure that's all taken care of. But yeah, that'd be great.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's so funny, like there's so much going on all around the world, and you never know. Here you come from back here from Shanghai, and you got all these stories about the whole scene over there, and I'm thinking, man, the world, shit's going on everywhere, right? Everywhere we look, there's cool stuff going on.
I was on rooftop parties at night where they have screenings and people dressed in, funky sunglasses and hats, like these stay-in-character events. That was Drago Lazatic, and
wow,
those guys were great, and
that's amazing.
Fun group of people.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, did you find it more fun over there than here in terms of just energy and people just open to others? And
that's a great question. Yeah, Shanghai was the most radical, incredible place where I got a chance to really grow and express myself and just be a crazy character, And the reason I wanted to come to Hollywood is because that is probably the closest I can get to that radical fun craziness with the lights and the sounds and the culture. And I wanted to be somewhere fun. I love buildings and lights and sound, so Hollywood Boulevard right there is the place for me.
Right. That's amazing. What a story.
Oh, yeah. It changed my life. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that's the Movie Monday news for me. That's my update.
That was fucking good,
this
man. Yeah, when you tell me about it over there, I think, wow, there's a whole scene. Everybody's like happening and bustling around.
Yeah, it's so diverse. I just love the diversity of the crowd over there. I'm at the company I work for was all Chinese, so I got to hang out with Chinese folks a lot. But then I also got to meet a bunch of people from other parts of the world who were there. People from New Zealand or Australia, Europeans, Eastern Europeans.
So are they working there?
Yep. They're over there either working.
All different kind of jobs?
Different kind of jobs where people are doing film production or commercial, car commercials and stuff like that. Other people are like English teachers and they do their fun stuff on the side. So there's a good mixture.
Now, do people come over there and just hang out and sort of make it, they go there with no job and somehow make it happen? Do people do that as well?
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, I had like
most of the people you met came there, they had a job, that's why they went there?
That's a great question. A lot of those guys over there had been there for like 30 years. So they're just like long time lifers. Like there's a lot of expats that just want to stay there for the rest of their lives. And so I'm not sure exactly how some of them got there initially in the beginning. But I went over there with an internship, and I liked it so much that I went back and got the full-time job. I got the work visa, and I got the residential visa. So I was a Chinese resident full-time.
Are you still?
I probably have to get my visa updated, especially to go visit. But I plan on just visiting this summer for maybe like a week or so. So it should be just like a tourist visa.
You never know. Yeah. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So really cool.
It'll be great. Exciting things ahead for sure.
Far out. I went to a Mesa Boogie event.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about that.
On Saturday. That was really fun.
Where was that at again?
It was in Palm Springs. Randy, who started Mesa Boogie a zillion years ago. It was at Randy's house. So it was like all the people there were like I'd say 95% of the people were actually work at Mesa in one form or another.
Nice.
They've all been together for a long time. So it was really nice in that respect. But there was this guy there, I forget his name, and his girlfriend, and he was a real picker. He was like from Texas, and he was a real picker. And his girlfriend sang like an angel, and they just started playing and singing. I was going, fuck. It was so good, that like in that kind of, and she's originally from Mississippi, so they were really soulful. It was good. It was good. And they just were friends of somebody there, and they just came and played, and it was so cool. I mean,
yeah, that's great.
It's always good when you hear somebody that's.
How was the weather out there? Because I know it was a little bit rainy.
It rained all the way out, man. And we had 2 wrecks, like a 2-hour trip to Palm Springs took us like almost 4 hours. The first wreck, we were sitting like a half hour on the freeway, dead stop in the rain, because there was some wreck up in front of us. So they cleared that out. We thought, okay, we're going again. We drive another half hour, another wreck, and we're another time we're dead stopped for like 45 minutes this time.
Wow.
Just sitting there talking in the car. It's raining, zillions of cars. Nobody can move.
Shit.
So when we finally got there, we went, fuck, But coming back, there was no rain, and there was no cars because it was a Saturday night. It was shocking. There was almost no cars on the freeway the whole way. We got back in 2 hours and 5 minutes. If you were from around here, you'd understand that's quite good. Yeah, we were just cruising along. We never had to slow down. I've never seen such little traffic.
That's great.
It's always crowded,
Once you got to Palm Springs, it was better weather. It cleared up the rain, or did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. Well, that's good.
It was a little sprinkling when we got there, but then it stopped.
Nice.
Plus, we were inside. It was nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was nice seeing everybody. It was fun.
Nice. And you introduced the Eighth Wonder joint, right? That we've showed on this show before.
Randy said, "Oh, you got to wait. I can't do it now. I'll be destroyed." So we waited towards the end of the day before we left, like an hour or so before we left, and smoked it. And it was just like, it was unbelievable. It was really good. But everybody there was lots of smoke there already. Anyway, it was a good time. It was a good time.
Excellent.
Yeah,
that sounds like a blast. I'm glad you had a chance
and
to go.
I took my keyboard, so I played my same little riff.
Oh, you did? Wow.
I just sat there and played the same thing I always play. I played it all day long. I swear to God, from the moment I got there, I started playing. I played the whole fucking time, like 4 or 5 hours. I just sat there, It was really fun. It was fun.
Wow,
and the picker guy came over and we played together a little bit.
Oh, really? You guys jammed? Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. He was good. He had an acoustic guitar and he was sitting over there, and I could hear him.
That's great.
So I was leaving little openings, and anyway, it was really fun. It was fun.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Excellent. Yeah, it was a great weekend. Great Easter weekend, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Easter. I didn't see any Easter bunnies yesterday.
Did you get any chocolate? See any eggs?
No, I didn't get any eggs either.
Did you lay an egg?
Did I lay an egg?
I probably laid a couple eggs this weekend.
You laid eggs? I won't ask for what do you call it? Translation on that.
Right.
I've never heard of laying eggs. Must be a Hollywood thing.
Right, it's a Hollywood thing. Yeah.
Sort of like being gay. I'm an egg layer. Only on Easter though. I only pop them out on Easter. They come out like golf balls. They bounce all around. Easter eggs. Is that where the Easter eggs come from?
Right.
I don't know. I'm not eating an Easter egg again. Why is your Easter egg brown?
Remember that song, Jingle Bells, Batman Smells, Robin Laid an Egg?
Oh, I never heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Who did that?
That's a classic schoolyard, song where they changed the lyrics of Jingle Bells,
I think you guys back east have a bit more sayings than we do out here.
Oh, maybe so, yeah.
Out here we're like, nice wave.
Yeah.
Nice sunset.
That's funny.
End of sentence.
Yeah, maybe it's an East Coast thing.
Yeah, maybe it's a thing. Because all the funny guys, fast talker, funny guys, all from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So that's our story, everybody. It's Movie Monday. We talked about the movies. It's so exciting that you guys won twice. Think about that.
I mean,
think about that. To win an international competition 2 years in a row and be able to go to Cannes, whatever you call it.
Sure, either way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had a fun time last year. I was out there on the beach and beautiful weather. And you know what I found interesting? The beaches there are different because it's the Mediterranean Sea. The Mediterranean Sea has a different feeling to it than, say, the Pacific Ocean or Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
So I'm there and I'm noticing, wow, it feels almost mythological looking out at the water. It's like really still. You don't have these huge waves crashing. It's just this giant like lake, for lack of a better word. But yeah, it's
Lake
really
Mid.
cool. Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Wow. Yeah. So here we are, everybody, on Monday. We could talk about other stuff, but it's fun talking about that.
Yeah, this is
think
great.
I
Great
really
episode.
want to watch that movie again.
Oh yeah, I'll try to put both links in the description. We'll have.
Oh yeah, last year's and this year's.
Yep, last
I
year's
think
and
I
this
liked last year's movie better. You too?
Yeah, I think so.
Or no?
I think it's safe to say. Yeah, I mean, the last year's different genre. So what they do for these 48-hour film competitions is you have to draw like a piece of paper out of a jar, and it gives you a genre, and it gives you like a certain line of dialogue and a certain prop that you have to use. So you pick you don't even know what genre you're doing.
Oh,
until
that way they know
Friday night.
you're not cheating.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
taking longer than 48 hours.
Exactly. Like that way you can't cheat and just
Oh.
release a film that you did years ago and like say, oh, we made this weekend. No, you have to have this prop and this line of dialogue and it has to be
how
this genre.
smart.
So yeah, then you just write the whole thing Friday night, stay up all night, then stay up all day, all night, Saturday, all day.
Who are the
Sunday.
judges? In China? Are they Chinese?
Yeah, as far as I know, yeah, the mostly Chinese judges for the Chinese 48 film competition, but there could be a couple of expats in there. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It is amazing. And they don't have any bias against the expats and the judging over there?
Not at all.
That's sort of impressive that you
Yeah.
guys were able to do that and get such acceptance.
It was pretty cool. It was a lot of good vibes over there. I actually performed in a couple of singing competitions in like Shanghai downtown area, and I got second place. This Chinese girl won first place, but I got second place.
All right.
Sang a couple of covers, so, but it was fun getting up on stage. It brought me back to my school of rock days,
Is karaoke a big deal over there?
Yeah, karaoke's a big deal for sure. That they do a lot of karaoke. There's karaoke bars. In fact, the movie I was in, we shot in a karaoke bar, my scene, and I was like a drunk.
Do the Chinese go to their own bars, or do they hang out with the expats?
That's a great question. I think for the most part, a lot of the bars I went to were like a mix of expats, maybe a couple of Chinese folk, but a lot of them were like expat bars because I had my friends who would go meet up there and stuff. A lot of my Chinese friends didn't drink as much. Like me, I was like full on like borderline alcoholic over there, just pounded down beers all the time. A lot of the expats just love drinking beer. It's one of the pastimes over there. But as far as my Chinese peers, that they were less about going out and getting drunk than me. But a lot of the older Chinese generation, you got guys who like to drink, and especially for big business meetings, where you go sit down, have a meeting, then you go out and have a dinner. These fancy restaurants with the rotating tables, and everyone's doing shots of beer and drinking baijiu and refilling up their little beer cups and just drinking until you're plastered.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was great.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't drink that much anymore though, so I've really cut back. on
So at the expat bars, are there always a bunch of Chinese girls there too that are hanging out, trying to hang out with everybody? Or
Sure, yeah, you see a great mix of folks. Yeah, Chinese people there, people from all over, European people, even other Americans from other
Yeah, I
parts
was
of America.
mostly interested in how the Chinese relate to all the expats.
Sure.
Are
Yeah.
they generally cool with everybody?
Oh yeah, I felt like a celebrity being over there. They would want to come up and take pictures with you. They're staring at you on the train, without looking away. So you're like trying to like look away, and you look back, and they're still staring at you. It's hilarious. And I could speak some Mandarin, so that really helps. That goes a long way. If you say your manners like ni hao ma, xie xie, that type of stuff goes a long way.
Wow.
And the fact that you're trying your best to pronounce it, that they appreciate that. Like, oh, he's trying.
Now, can you imagine staying over there at some point?
Oh, you mean permanently?
How the expats, you say there's guys that have been there 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
I
You
mean,
can spend your whole life out there. Yeah, it's like a paradise.
Yeah, I mean,
It's pretty rad. Yeah. I think that my time I spent, there was a special window during my life between 2015 and 2020. That little 4 or 5 year little period of time was very important.
What, you left a month before COVID?
Yeah, I left a couple of months before COVID hit, and I couldn't go back.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly. I came back to the States, and I couldn't go back to China, so I said, all right, I'll just drive out to Hollywood instead.
What did your expat friends say about COVID over there?
Oh yeah, so it was tough.
Did you see it in the pictures where the people are yelling out of the buildings because they don't know? Was it like that?
Right. Sometime, yeah. Some of my friends, they couldn't go out and buy water. They had, the whole city was like shut down, so they had to boil water inside their apartments. I don't know if everybody had to do that, but it was definitely that one guy I knew had to do that. Seems like everyone else sort of got along, and they managed. They survived. A lot of my friends also left. There was a good amount of people that left around the same time I left, and we got out. But then there was a handful of my friends who are still over there to this day. But things are back to normal for the most part. There's no more issues with COVID or anything.
You didn't know about COVID when you left, right?
No, I didn't. Had no idea about it. I was back in the States, just trying to renew my visa and visit family and friends again. And right when I was getting ready to go, I was at New York City at the Chinese consulate. I go up there with all my documents, and the door's locked. It says, "Oh, sorry, we're closed indefinitely because of COVID." So that was so frustrating, and it frustrated me and maddened me so much that it almost was like inspiration for me to get up off my ass and just drive across the country and go to Hollywood. So that's what I did.
So that's what you did?
That's what I did, yeah.
That's
here I am.
funny, man.
Yep, New Jersey to Hollywood.
Yeah, and here we are.
Yep.
Wow.
That's great.
That's pretty cool. Well, everybody, it's been a good Monday.
Oh, yeah, great Monday.
Yeah, it's really good.
Great episode.
I really like when we have something nice to talk about like this.
Yeah.
I guess that's all we have to say today. We've talked a while. How long have we been doing this?
Great. We're approaching, we're 27 minutes.
All right.
That's great.
That's our magic hour.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody. Thanks, Dylan, for telling us about your film.
Yeah,
everybody,
sure.
Watch the links. Watch those 2 films. They're really good.
Yeah.
And we're going to put the link on the thing.
Yep.
And then you can watch it.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye,
Sounds
Dylan.
Great. See you.
Happy Easter.
Yeah. Happy Easter to you too. Yeah.
Happy Easter.
Right on. Great.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Hi, Rusty. What are you doing out there? Hope you're watching. I think you watch. Hi, Mika. Hey, Mika. How you doing? It was nice talking to you. What else? There was one other thing. One other. Cam, thinking about you, my brother. You're on my mind every day. Anyway, have a good day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. 3, 2, 1. Poof.